Hi, I'm going to talk about our support structure. Every entrepreneur must have one in place. Who supports you on those days when you cannot lift your finger, you cannot lift your hand, you're just tired, you're exhausted from the sheer enormity of what you've gone to look for. It's as though you went to look for problems. You should have just stayed in my I should have just stayed in my corporate job where they were paying me salary and nobody was asking me what do we do next. Hey, government has come. Hey, they've come to seal up the shop. Oh, this has broken down. How we need to look for fuel. It happens. It happens to every one of us that issues are happening daily and we tell ourselves what gets you out of bed. And I will talk about support structure. I've got a strong support structure that helps me in family, in support with staff, and it helps me to also simplify my own internal processes and the way I work. I work from home several days of the week. I try to do that because it helps me to conserve my energy and it helps me to think. So I get into work mode very early and I continue till very late, but I don't feel exhausted because I stayed in one particular location for a number of days. Some people can't stand it, they need to move around, but I'm not one of such people. So understanding myself has helped me. I work from home, I take meetings, I take a lot of meetings per day, and my productivity is quite high because I can work on documents very quickly and churn them out, and work continues. My support system lies also in my household. I don't know the price of items in the market because I do not go shopping. I don't do that. I have completely outsourced that aspect of my life because it dissipates energy from me. Now, this is not something I started doing when I became an entrepreneur. I've been doing it even while I was in the corporate world. So don't think that, oh, my wife wants to become an entrepreneur. She wants to stop cooking in the house. No, this is not something that happens because of entrepreneurship. So don't blame me. For me, it happened as I began to understand myself better. Even before it became novel for people to shop for you and cook for you, I understood that this was not a key strength for me, and therefore I rapidly found a way to outsource it. And I've always had a housekeeper that handles that department, and I pay the person well so that there's no issue from that area. Another support structure for me is my family. I know my son, because I have got a son, I know my son loves to have people around him. So when holidays are coming, I'm talking to friends that have become family that, hey, is your son able to come join us, spend the holiday? So I have planned to engage him, to keep him occupied. And now that he's grown up, we've formed a system to find that and make sure that happens well. I also have family members he can go to and spend a weekend and come back, even though more people like to come to stay with us because of the amenities around here. So where I even live is important for the kind of work style that helps me to maintain my sanity. Now, I'm not saying I never get stressed, but the point is I'm able to begin to understand where stress is coming from and plan for it and withstand it or prevent it, and generally be calm during stressful periods. How are you managing stress? Please don't say that I know